Hey everyone, and welcome to a new series called Can I Kiss You? Written by me, Stacey Holt. Artwork was by ccerealbowl. I'll leave their links below. You should really go check them out because they're such an amazing artist. As for my voice actors, Titanium Kitten will be voicing Plag. Now, Chapter 4. 8 p.m. arrived much faster than Adrian would have liked. It was already 7:50 and he was just now getting home. Though he couldn't really pick out an outfit to wear since his suit would be covering it. And he couldn't fix his hair since his cat ears would be in the way.
You two are so gross.
Plag rolled his eyes, watching Adrian attempt to make reservations to pick up dinner at a nearby restaurant. Once Adrian hung up the phone, he transformed and found himself not only picking up dinner, but also going the extra mile of setting up a lighted dinner for two on top of the Eiffel Tower, with candles and a bouquet where Marinette would be sitting. "Wow, Cat, what's the occasion?" a voice behind him said in a teasing tone. Oh, LB, I have a date tonight, Cat said, rubbing the back of his neck awkwardly. "Well, while you're on your date, would you mind patrolling for me? Since you can see all of Paris here. I have some plans of my own, but mine are a little more distracting," Ladybug laughed. Noir was hesitant, but Marinette would understand. She knew that he was a superhero, and that meant he would defend the city no matter what he was doing, even if it meant spoiling a date. Either way, date or not, if an Akuma were to Akumatize someone, it would ruin the date anyhow. The least he could do was patrol since he was already up there. "Yeah, no problem, LB." "Not calling me milady?" Ladybug asked. I'm teasing. Thank you, Cat, for the favor. I hope tonight is enchanting." Ladybug winked and zipped off into the distance. Cat sighed a soft smile and turned back to his lighted dinner he was planning. Ladybug landed on her balcony and de-transformed, letting out a sigh of relief. "What was that about?" Tiki asked, taking a macaroon. "Now we don't have to worry about him wondering where Ladybug is. He thinks she's busy. If we're all the way on top of the Eiffel Tower, he would get worried if we didn't see her." Marinette smiled. What if there's an Akuma?" Tiki asked, taking the final bite. "There shouldn't be. Hawkmoth hasn't been striking as much recently. After all these years, I imagine he's lost a lot of his confidence and hopes." Marinette laughed, but saw that Tiki wasn't so sure. "Okay, if an Akuma does happen, Cat will take me to safety, then I'll transform. When the Akuma is defeated and purified, he'll come back to get me. Easy peasy." Tiki sighed and watched Marinette finish getting ready. Marinette let her hair down, thinking a change would be a good thing, and brushed it out. She was trying her best to look dressed up. She wanted to look nice, fancy, and cute. She knew where he was taking her, and so she knew how dressed up to be. She wanted to look the part, even if he would be the only one seeing her. Plus, he couldn't really dress up, his cat suit and all. Though it didn't matter. Nobody else mattered. Cat was her date. "Okay, Marinette, this is your partner. It's just Cat Noir, your everyday superhero, your date?" He finished her sentence. Marinette turned around, gasping as she saw Cat opening the window above her bed to let himself in. Her face was flushed red. How much did you hear?" "Just calling me a superhero? It's alright if you're nervous. I can be breathtaking, can't I?" Cat wiggled his eyebrows, leaning toward her teasingly. Marinette laughed and rolled her eyes, shoving him away slightly. Good. This was good. So he didn't hear her say he was her partner. Phew. Cat stopped laughing and started smiling at her, almost gazing. "What?" Marinette said, giving him a weird, confused expression. She wore a pink sweater with a black heart in the middle, a white scarf around her neck with black leggings. She had done her makeup and let her hair down. It was almost like she was a different person from inside the classroom. Well, in a good way. "You're really cute. I like your new hairstyle." Cat laughed nervously, turning away. "Cute?" Marinette asked, her cheeks singed pink once again. "Yeah. Oh, It's cold out. I brought you this. Cat walked over and pulled a little black beanie hat from behind his back. How would she not notice him hiding something? Marinette took it from him and put it on. It fit her and her outfit perfectly. It looks great on you. Cat smiled, his ears flicking with excitement. Cat jumped up onto the balcony and watched her climb her way toward him. He outreached his hand, and she smiled, taking it. He hoisted her up the rest of the way, and without letting go of her hand, he pulled her gently toward the balcony railing. She turned to him and wondered what he was up to. Marinette climbed over the railing with the help of Cat Noir to make sure she didn't fall. Cars don't work for superheroes? Marinette laughed, looking out at the busy city in the distance. We don't really want the paparazzi to see my date, do we? Plus, it'll be cute to see you scared when we're jumping over the rooftops. Cat smirked. Me? Scared? Ha! Never! Marinette rolled her eyes. Of course, he wouldn't know she did this on a regular basis for years now. Well, then hang on, princess, Cat said as he picked her up bridal style in his arms, looking down at her smiling. Marinette placed her hands around his neck and rested her head against his chest like the night where they were both heartbroken. If only he knew that he was getting the date he always wanted. If only her younger self knew how she would feel about Cat now, how things would have changed. Marinette looked up at Cat Noir as he jumped from rooftop to rooftop, watching his face turn from smiling to excitement the closer they got. His bright blonde hair kept waving around in the wind as he picked up speed, his black ears flicking with anticipation. It was cute to see him excited. She never saw this side of him before. Close your eyes, Cat asked, looking down at her, letting her know that they were almost there. Ugh, fine, Marinette laughed, but still closed her eyes like he asked. He sat her down on the top, her eyes closed but still picking up on the lights that flickered in front of her. She could hear him put soft music on in front of her, and the smell of roses lingered in the air. Her heart was also pounding from anticipation. Okay, you can open them, Cat said, sitting in the circle where he'd put the food. Marinette slowly opened her eyes, and instantly her mouth dropped in awe. There were candles and candlelight all around them, positioned almost like a spotlight. After looking around at all he had done, her eyes fixated on him. He was holding a bouquet of roses, extending them toward her for her to take. Her heart skipped a beat as she grabbed them from him. This is beautiful, Cat. Everything is just so amazing. Marinette smiled, admiring the roses she took from him. Marinette could see he was relieved. He worked hard on this date. She could tell. She got a sneak peek earlier, but it was nothing compared to how it was now. She smiled and sat down in front of him, sniffing the roses he handed her moments prior. I know I told you that I didn't know if I liked you or not, but I've liked you for a while, actually. I was just afraid to tell you, in case you didn't like me the same way I liked you, Cat said nervously.